Shout out to William Ragland. That's his honorable name. Seven, my dog Seven, Hood Boss, Skull. He's locked up right now for stabbing Paul Pierce and shit. They gave him 30 years. He's about to come home. And you know, a message that I would have for people like him, because he's a real motherfucker, is to don't when you get out here, bro, don't let these internet niggas trick you out your spot. Don't let these bitches trick you out your spot, bro. It ain't the same, you heard? It's not the same like when we was out here 20 years ago. It's not the same, bro. I'm telling you. These motherfuckers is different. These motherfuckers are shooting tell. These motherfuckers they'll blow at you. If you blow back, they go to the police. They're gonna know it's you. And we, brothers that's coming out of here and trying to get out of there and coming out here, trying to get exonerated, flip their cases and doing their time, y'all got the most to lose because y'all taking the biggest risk. I'm an armed career criminal. You know what I mean? They trying to indict a ham sandwich right now. It's not because of the severity or the nature of the crime. It's because of who I am. It's because what the record indicates. They're not gonna look at you like a human being, bro. They're gonna look at you like a piece of paper with everything you've done on it. You feel me? And that's how they're gonna judge you. And that's how you're gonna get crucified. Let's be honest, because what's going on in court today is modern day lynchings. Every day, bro. It's them people versus us, and them people still there. Your hood's still gonna be there after you do all that time. When you come out from doing all that time and you go to your hood's still there. Right where you left it. But where's your hood? Your hood wasn't answering your phone call. You heard your hood was fucking your bitch. Right? The hood, and all the stain that you put down for your hood and all the time that you doing for your hood, the nigga you shot for your hood, them other niggas that ain't holding you down because you did that are out there shining and basking and basking themselves on that glory, fam. Off of what you did, off of what you sacrificed your life for, bro. So when you come back out here, anybody that's in here, let that knucklehead shit go. I don't care how old you are, whether you're 20 or 40. Come back out here, make sure that you on your shit and don't let them trick you out your spot, for real. Mind your business out here. Yeah. And if you getting money, don't tell nobody how you fucking getting money, bro. Straight up.
All right, bro. So, man, being in the locked up for so long, man, one thing I want you to share with us is the actual transition from prison to coming back to society, man.
All right, so I did, like I said, I did 12 years straight. And my transition wasn't that great. I didn't have a good experience. Like, you're supposed to come home and it's, oh my God, yo, I'm free. I didn't have the best experience because of my living situation coming home. You know what I'm saying? Like, even though I got picked up in an I-8 with the phantom doors, all that movie shit. But my 4th day out, I broke up with my girl. You know what I'm saying? Like, this happened over here. I had to move. I'm on a bracelet. Like, I got a curfew. I can't get a job. It's a lot of shit that comes with it. So just roll with the punches. Don't try to do nothing too fast. We in a era of instant gratification. Don't get consumed by the internet. I still learn the internet every day. You see what I'm saying? I'm not an internet person, and just like them brothers that's in there now, that are on the way out. Don't be an internet person. Don't let that shit consume you. And that's what I did when I first got out. First thing I did was jump on the camera, jump on the live. Even though that's probably how I blew up now, but jumping on the lives and jumping on the YouTubes and jumping on the vlogs, it kind of like turned me into a troll, bro. Like, you start trolling, you start getting bored. You know what I'm saying? You start getting bored, you start looking for some substance. And it ain't always the best substance, So that's what happened to me coming out. I jumped right into this rap shit and this music and everything and this limelight, and I ended up going right back to jail. I've been back to jail already twice. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of it stems from, everything in music ain't positive. You don't know who's coming through that door at every event. And if you're talking street shit in your music, expect the streets to come out and listen to it. Expect to bring the streets out, you know what I'm saying? So don't be naive, don't be naive like I was coming out, thinking that people forgot who I was. I'm out here, they know I'm out here. Now they're like, hold on, you, oh, and relationships start changing once they find out who I am. Because I don't flex. Like I told you, I be chilling, bro. I don't flex. I don't never, ever, even though I could, really, I don't. I don't do that because that's not how I got here. That's not how I got in this camera in front of you through flexing. I got here being the person that I am. And I'm not gonna say the prison conditioned me to be, but through the lessons and experiences that I went through in prison, like minding your business, being respectful, being man is please and thank yous, excuse me, pardon self, and having home training turned me to this man. So the transition was hard, but it's smoothing itself out now. And like I said, I had to go back and forth. I had to go back and see it and know that shit wasn't for me to stay out of it. Some people don't have to do that. Like my dad, he did 20 years. He ain't never been back. He been out 7, 8 years now. He never been back. He owns his own property. He owns his own land. He owns 4 cars. He got a girlfriend, a wife. He's doing him. You see what I'm saying? Like, I'm trying to get like how he's getting. That's my inspiration and motivation. Like, I mean, and shout out to Toot, because Toot did it too. My man, Joseph Bennett. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to him. Joe Bennett, man, he did it. You know what I'm saying? Flipped the life bed, didn't bitch about it, did his little victory dance on the steps, and now look at him. Yard time. Shout out to Yard time. Like, we lit. You could do it too. If I could do it, you could do it, bro. And that's the shit that made my transition easier coming out, knowing that I could help people straight up.
Yeah. One thing you said too, bro, you mentioned how like the newer generation of guys coming up now, they're much more reckless. Like they acting wild and all that. So like for you, like you say you a street guy, whatever, man. So coming back out from like prison and you gotta deal with these new guys. How do you stay humble and also like sort of avoid those guys, man?
There's no avoiding it. They're gonna be confronted with. There's no avoiding this knucklehead shit that's going on. Let's be straight up. And when you're a gentleman like me, that it took me a little bit, even in my own hood, to understand that I have like a disconnect. It's funny you mention this because this is a perfect question for me because I don't want to jump around, but I'm gonna stay on topic. But I'm gonna give you a little backstory, right? So coming out for me, and this is part of the transition. I had to deal with a lot of kids that's from my neighborhood that always heard about me but don't know me. So I'm coming home thinking that everybody's on grown man time and not realizing that, nigga, when I got locked up, you niggas was in diapers. You feel me? And now you running the hood. So I respect it, but I'm the only dude from my era still stepping. So sometimes a lot of these younger dudes get it messed up, thinking we washed up, thinking we just some old men. But like I said, you a bitch like me. You see what I'm saying? So if I'm just some old man, or I'm just, why she like me? Right, why you mad about it? You know what I'm saying? So what happened with me was I kind of had to like, not, I want to say reprove myself, but I had to really show people who I was. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like the courts will judge you based off your record, but the streets won't. You're gonna have to show the streets. And a lot of dudes don't have it in them to show these reckless ass kids that you could be on the same time as them. Nah, you shouldn't want to do that. You see what I'm saying? And that's why I messed up a little bit trying to match their energy and it doesn't work. Because that's going to lead you back to jail. And that's what happened with me. I ended up going back to jail. Because what happened? Somebody ratted me out. Because I was thinking they was on man time and they wasn't. You see what I'm saying? Even though that case is dismissed or whatever, I can freely talk about it. But it's those impulsive actions from this younger generation that might make you act off a survival instinct. That's probably my best way to say it. Because you're gonna be a survivor no matter what. It's hard to stay humble sometimes if a dude's right in your face subbing you. Because it's all this subliminal shit. Nobody's ever direct anymore. I'm the dude who pulls up right to you, hey, what's up? We got a problem? Nah, cool, keep it moving. As soon as I walk away, he's the nigga still talking behind my back. I don't have conversations about people. I had to get used to sneak dissing. I had to get used to, not me actually doing it, but get used to people around me sneak dissing each other. So, cause what happened a lot with these younger dudes is someone will come to me, say something about the next man. And how I used to be was, why don't you go tell that nigga that? And then they would get mad at me and then we wouldn't be cool no more because they think I'm gonna go tell them, but I would never tell them. That's up to them. It's not gonna change my view on the dude he's talking about. So when it comes to talk and gossip and being antagonistic and being shit stirrers, this era got it for that. But when it comes to doing this, these motherfuckers is out here broad daylight doing this, shooting at little kids in baby carriages and reckless. Nobody ain't strategic or methodical no more with that shit. They just out here gung-ho wild, and then they get caught for murder, and then they snitch on their whole gang. So
Yeah.
now you're doing a life sentence and you're a rat. That's what this era is, a bunch of rat-ass niggas, bro, straight up. And I'm trying to bring this real nigga shit back, but it ain't even worth it. It's a waste of my time. I got kids. You feel me? So I'm not trying to catch their speed. I've been trying to talk to the youth. I've been trying to send a message to the youth. It hasn't been the most positive because I ain't nobody's role model. I'm gonna be 100, but it's a message enough for, hey, if I could do this, you could do it too. If you like what I'm doing, come do it. But nowadays, dudes from your own hood, it's like Dirk said, if a nigga support my song, they call him a groupie. He from my hood. But y'all never met Lil Baby, but go post his music. Y'all know Mort Beazy, bro. Y'all from my block. But y'all listen to J Dog Geek or K Flop. It don't make sense. You know every word from his track. We spitting the same shit. I do the drill too. It's not that I'm bitter or I feel like you should fuck with me, but it just doesn't make sense. It's why you don't support your own neighborhood. Support your own hood. I can't be in a room with 100 people and still feel alone. And that's how this era makes me feel sometimes. Like, I'm not even from this fucking planet. You feel me? Because I'm coming out, I'm like a fucking prehistoric creature coming out to a new, I'm like a person that was caught in a time capsule and incubated for mad years and then came out to a new society. That's literally it. And don't know which way to piss. You feel me? So I'm still learning. It's still a journey for me right now dealing with this shit. You know what I mean? But them little niggas need to tighten up, straight up. Yeah, man.